Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today's topic is crazy. Okay, so I took it upon myself and I made kind of like a comment on Twitter because this has been something that, you know, it's kind of been not bothering me, but something that I just always wanted to really know. What's the difference between a talent and a skill? Okay, so I tweeted that. I said, what do you guys think is the difference between a talent and a skill? So I had to get more specific. I guess what I really meant is a specific like kind of action, I guess, like doing makeup, like modeling, basically the creatives. So for instance, on Twitter I tweeted and I posted on my Instagram and I got a lot of responses, and I was just like, question, do you think doing makeup is a talent or a skill? This, I was actually really concerned because this can cause a lot of controversy because it might be taken up as, you know, maybe I'm insulting people or something, like actual certified makeup artists. They might look at me like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean? Or like, what do you mean? But I didn't mean no harm whatsoever, so that's a disclaimer, I guess. So yeah, so I'm just gonna get right to it. A lot of people said skill. A lot. And then I had this one friend that said like this really, like it just made a lot of sense, and I'm just like, you know, like I actually think you're right, honey. She said, I say it's a skill that can develop into a talent. You can learn how to do both, but when you master it, then you are classified as talent. So, but I thought talent is something that you're born with. You know, like, this is what I think. And honestly, if somebody thinks I'm wrong, you know, just tell me straight up, like, just leave it in the comments or whatever, tweet me, whatever it is. I personally think that to be talented is something that you're born with. For makeup specifically, I would say creative makeup artists. For instance, if you know those Halloween makeup artists as well, like theatrical makeup, if you can do theatrical makeup, honey, you are talented. You are talented. Because me, I can't do that. This is skill because I went to practice. I went to Sephora, they taught me. I watched YouTube tutorials, they taught me. I do it on my own, I taught myself. You see, it's like there's things that, you know, you can be taught. The same way people can do theatrical makeup is the same way those people that do theatrical makeup, they can do this. Probably better than me. So that's why I'm saying, like, I personally think that it's both. I think people can have a skill like me, or people can be talented, like people who know how to do theatrical makeup. Let's get more into it because there were some really nice responses. For instance, this one person actually asked, do you think modeling is a talent or is it a skill? A lot of people said it's not a talent because there's a lot of classes that can do that. So this one person actually said they think modeling is neither. So I was just like, wait, so what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't really get it. Like, what do you mean modeling? Because it's not like you can throw somebody in front of a camera and they can be a natural. To be a natural, like, that's another thing. Like, how are you a natural on camera? I think that those are just people that just know how to work their angles. And you know, that can be classified as talented. I don't see that as talented. I personally just see like you're just a natural. I don't think that you can consider somebody that can go in front of a camera and pose and pose and pose. Like, I don't think that's really much of a talent. I do definitely think that it's amazing. I think it's it's so cool. Everything about modeling, it's awesome. But I don't think of it as a talent. I think that people just, you know, once you get really good at something and you're just amazing at it, and there's people that really look up to you because of that, then you're kind of classified as talented because you have people who, you know, admire you on that action. So there's this good friend of mine, Stephanie. She was actually in one of my previous videos for the Bobbi Brown event. She actually commented, and honestly, reading her comment was actually really, like, she went in. She went in. She was just like, this is how it is. She said, Those who express their talent through makeup in a creative way are identified as talented. Creativity is a style that defines an artist. A creative person has their own imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. Not all makeup artists are challenged or as creative as others. I'm not a makeup artist. Makeup can also be easily expressed as a skill. Because of its basic steps and tools, it is a skill many can practice. Just like a basketball player. In order for that individual to have skill, he or she must have the tools, the ball and the basket, in order to play the game. Like any makeup artist, you must need the makeup and the brushes, basically the utensils, to complete a beat face. This is more defined as being skilled than talented. I believe, she's saying, it depends on how unique a person can be in order to take makeup to the next level. And honestly, we're basically saying the same thing, except I'm just not writing a whole paragraph. I'm saying that it can be both. I'm saying that, for instance, makeup specifically, it can be, categorized as talent or a skill. I think that if you can do theatrical makeup, I know there's a whole bunch of different types of makeup you can do. I know there's theatrical, I know there's beauty. I don't really know much of the rest. I don't know if there is more, but I'm just kind of just making it into one thing. If you know how to do theatrical makeup, like Halloween, crazy, ugly shit, then you are talented, honey. Work it. Because not a lot of people can do that. I can't do that. People been coming out looking like dead zombies, and if I didn't know of the makeup world, I'd be terrified. I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's just makeup. It's just makeup. But a lot of people actually said it's skill, it's both. Most people actually said skill, but I feel like those people really aren't exposed to theatrical makeup. I don't think that they actually think it is one topic. I don't think that it runs as one thing, because with theatrical makeup and all that blood gushing and all that stuff, that's all makeup, honey. Ew. Ugh. I also decided to send out text messages to some of my friends that just to ask hey, what do you guys think? Do you think makeup is a talent or a skill? One friend was so funny. I thought this was so hysterical. She said skill. Wait, no, a talent. Some people have been doing makeup for 30 years and still can't apply lipstick. I was dead. I found that so funny. I was just like, this bitch is trying it, whore. That was just so funny. Some other friend of mine from Florida, she actually said, what's the difference between a skill and a talent? Google it and then you'll know. So I decided to actually just go ahead and Google search what's the difference between a skill and a talent. And it came back as a feedback when I searched it, and it said, talent is your innate ability to do something. It is your natural ability which is inborn. Skill is a learned ability. It is acquired or developed after you put in a lot of time and hard work. What I said. No, I did not do my research before this. Honestly, I'm just going off what I'm just on my phone, and I'm just like, hey, let me just do this now because I ain't doing nothing else, honey. So yeah, you guys, that was pretty much it off of my followers. For anybody else that watches this video, I'm not offending anybody that does makeup, that does modeling or anything. This is just me just finding out what's the difference between a skill and a talent, and I had to get more specific, so I just went with the top of my head. I mean, hello, I do makeup, so why not just put it out there? What do you guys think? So yeah, so I didn't mean to offend anybody. If anybody's offended, then you're obviously on the wrong channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I didn't mean to offend anybody, and if you're offended, I apologize, but you're probably on the wrong channel because I am blunt, honey. But whatever. So thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Bye, you guys.